Hello, users, and welcome to another episode of Above It All. So, today I've got a really interesting story that I saw on NPR. And no sign of Antifa so far in Justice Department cases brought over unrest. That's interesting. So, I got some highlighted text for you. You know, I love to highlight text. So I'm going to read to you the most important bits of this article, and then we'll go in, shall we? Okay, so, but federal court records show no sign of so-called Antifa links so far in cases brought by the Justice Department. No sign. NPR has reviewed court documents of 51 individuals facing federal charges in connection with the unrest. As of Tuesday morning, none is alleged to have links to the Antifa movement. That's interesting. Trump keeps telling me Antifa are terrorists and they're going to kill everybody. I get YouTube comments about how Antifa are coming for them and they've been hurt by Antifa. Yet, there is no such thing as Antifa, at least as far as the Justice Department is concerned at this point. I mean, it's really strange. I thought Antifa were terrorists. I thought they were killing everybody. I guess not. The single instance in which an extremist group is mentioned in court documents is a case against 3 Nevada men. Federal prosecutors allege the trio belonged to the right-wing Boogaloo movement that wants to bring about a civil war. Isn't that interesting? Barr and Trump keep talking about, Antifa, Antifa, Antifa. Yet, the actual only extremist group that's been, in this situation, in this system, is a right-wing, extremist group that is extremely pro-Trump. It's like, okay, that's weird. That's very strange, very interesting. In an interview Monday with Fox News, Barr said the lack of cases against alleged Antifa activists so far does not mean that they haven't been involved in the violence. I guess maybe that's true, but that also doesn't mean anything. On top of that, experts said Antifa isn't even a group. It's more of a diffuse movement of leftists who share a similar ideology in opposition to fascism. Reminder, there is no such thing as the Antifa membership. There is no group. There is no membership. There is no organization. It's just a group of people that are friends with each other in a city and say, yeah, we don't like Donald Trump. We don't like neo-Nazis. And we're going to fucking, organize against them, okay? That has no relation to burning down property or rioting, as much as I might love burning down property and rioting, visually speaking. It has no correlation, okay? 99% of anti-fascist, organizing is around protecting minorities in the local community from right-wing extremists, like the Proud Boys and so forth. It's kind of like a little bit of a like gang warfare in a way. Proud Boys and other right-wing gangs like the Boogaloo crew and all that kind of shit, they roam and then they all kind of fly to one city for these weird right-wing Unite the Right marches, and then after the marches they just start beating the shit out of random people. That's mostly where Antifa is there, to defend people, specifically homeless people, specifically Muslim people, specifically women in general, honestly, from Proud Boys, Boogaloo crew, and other kinds of these right-wing fucking fuckers like the Stormfront dudes, all these kind of guys. They're crazy people, dude. And Antifa is there as community defense. They're there basically, alright, there's going to be a thing on Wednesday, y'all shouldn't show up in the park because things might get ugly. That's the kind of thing Antifa does. I know, because I'm an anti-fascist. Look at the fucking flag, buddy. I know what I'm talking about. So Barr described Antifa as a very loosely organized group with a sort of unique or unusual system of communication and organization. On the question of hierarchy, he said that there are people who could be characterized as leaders in any given situation. What does that mean? What does that mean? Spontaneous organization in a crisis does not a leader make. That's not what a leader is. A leader is someone that creates a crisis or that creates things out of thin air. A leader isn't someone who's in the middle of a protest that says, yo, let's take shelter in that hotel, and then everyone runs over there because police are fucking shoving gas grenades all across the city. That's not a leader. That's spontaneous organization under a common principle with everyone around you. There's no leadership there. Barr also told Fox News that there appear to be sources of funding for Antifa that the Justice Department is looking into. Sources of funding? Speaking of sources of funding, you can go to patreon.com/cyberdemon531 and you can fund my anti-fascist stuff right now. If you want to be a source of funding for Antifa, hit me the fuck up, because I will gladly take your dollars and any other foreign currency that you may give to me, and I will convert it to either Bitcoin or dollars, and then I will use that to buy drugs illegally on the internet. So, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. I buy drugs illegally off the internet. But anyway, I just think it's really, really funny that they're doing this whole thing, Antifa, terrorism, and it's bunk. There's nothing there. You got nothing, folks. It's weird. It's really strange. Anyway, thank you for watching. And if you have any stories, anything you want me to talk about, let me know. I'll try my best to talk about it. There's so much happening. I'm so sorry if I missed stuff. I'm getting a lot of comments. I'm getting a lot of attention on my videos lately, and it's harder and harder to reply to comments. So I love replying to comments, but it's one of those things where it's at the point where I sometimes will start replying to comments and interacting, and then all of a sudden it's 3 a.m., and it's just like, as much as I enjoy it, if you do want to have like actual conversations with me that are relatively in-depth, you can always join my Discord. Can find the link on my website, which is found in the description. If that's where you want to, if you want to have conversations, be a part of a community or whatever, you can join my Discord. That would be the better way than to leave comments on every video. And not, you should leave comments because I appreciate the engagement. I usually read every comment, but again, it's hard to respond to a lot of things. So YouTube has this like little heart feature. I can just click that. So that means I read the comments and I like it. That's basically what that means. So anyway, thank you for watching. Go watch one of these videos next, and I'll see you later.